on People's Security Monitor is to serve as a platform to raise suggestions on how best to improve the nation's security system, especially as it concerns our various security actors and their agencies in collaboration with the citizenry. I am Isiaka, Mustapha, and I shall be directing the affairs of this program for the next 1 hour. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
a.m. to 12 noon on 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja. Remember, Nigeria's security is our collective responsibility.
You are listening to People's Security Monitor. You are listening to People's Security Monitor, a security radio program designed to provide solutions and partner security agents and the citizenry with a view to enhancing the nation's security system. All coming your way from Nigeria's classic Citizen FM 93.7 radio station in Abuja.
System in collaboration with our security agencies and the citizenry every Monday, Wednesday and Friday 11 a.m. to 12 noon on 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja. Remember, Nigeria's security is our collective responsibility.
You're welcome to People's Security Monitor News Beat. Bandits who abducted 16 residents of Gonengora area of Kaduna State Metropolis have reportedly demanded for a ransom of 40 trillion for their release. John Yusuf, a community leader of the area, said this on a telephone interview on Monday in Kaduna. Yusuf said the bandits
Here comes the People's Security Monitor on your class.
The army is still searching for hundreds of school children taken in the western town of Kuriga on Thursday. Nigerian troops are working with the police and local search teams to comb forest in Abuja to solicit a helping hand from the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. The governor, who made a pledge via press statement, expressed dissatisfaction over the activities of the Cameroonian Ambazonians in the state. He urged the CDS to, as a matter of urgency, increase troops to make the state safer. He assured that his administration is going to assist military in whatever capacity to succeed in addressing the security challenges presently behaving the state. On his part, the CDS was said to have assured the governor that the armed forces are going to put in all that is required for the Taraba state to be peaceful. He noted that the measures to address Ambazonian threat in some parts of the state are already in the pipeline. This morning, we have with us Mr. Emmanuel Bello, former Taraba State Information Commissioner and currently Special Advisor Media and Digital Communications to Governor Kefas, will be telling us more about Governor Kefas' efforts at sustaining security in Taraba State and the general security situation in Taraba State. We also have in the studio with us this morning Mr. John Francis Mary Igwe, President of National Association of Great Minds, who will be talking essentially on the abduction of over 300 school children in Kaduna State. Gentlemen, you're welcome to People's Security Monitor this morning. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we shall go straight into the business of the day.
Here comes the People's Security Monitor on your classy Citizen FM 93.7, a program designed to serve as a platform to raise suggestions.
You're welcome back. Don't forget that you are listening to People's Security Monitor. And for our listeners to join the conversation, they can as well link up with us on 09032229797. Again, the number is 09032229797. Please, let's refrain from abusive language. We shall also be linking up with Navy Captain Umar Bakuri in Kaduna State. Umar Bakuri is the Commander General of the Vigilante Group of Nigeria.
Not acceptable. We are appealing to every Nigerian, please. Let us watch over ourselves. This period is time for us to talk to ourselves. We don't have much to do about this thing. We don't even need to portion blame to anybody. It is our duty to make sure that we all are alive. We cannot go and start stealing our own children.
In this conversation, you can call us on 09032229797. The number again is 0903222. Vigilante Group of Nigeria is really waiting for our call. Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning, sister.
Nice to have you on People's Security Monitor this morning, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm faithful for
Yeah, we are still on the biggest security issues. Since Thursday, over 300 school children have been kidnapped, and then no one seems to be talking. We've not heard anything from our security agencies and digital communications. Mr. Emmanuel Bello, since Thursday, we have over 300 school children, and we could not really locate where they are being kept. What are your feelings?
Well, Mustapha, thank you so much. Before I go into all that, it's my first time here and first time interacting with you at this place. We've come a long way with you. I must commend you for all that you'll be able to do. The transition from print to this genre, it's not been easy, and I commend you for staying true to our profession.
Thank you.
So, but on to very other serious matters, the issue at hand and the crisis that you are talking about. I think of events in such giddy kind of sequence that leaves you a bit, you are lost. You don't know. If you're a commentator like we try to do, you find yourself sounding like a broken record because you must have said what you're saying now 1,000 times before. But this everything is escalated. I heard the president talking the other day in Niger State. I was expecting that he would even talk to this, but like you say, it's quite strange that we don't have, when this kind of things happen, we don't have very authoritative voices in the position of leadership to at least, in the absence of any other thing to do, to actually just give us a diet of hope, just to feed us, just to let us understand what's going on.
Thank you.
Because I can assure you that, apart from the fact that the problem is massive, the frustration, the anger, the despair, the sense of loss, the sense of lack of some kind of direction on the part of the followership is heavy. And this Citizen FM, I want to tell you that the citizenry is disillusioned right now. It's frustrated, it's bothered, it's worried. We live in fear, constant fear. No serious leadership should allow these people live in that kind of atmosphere.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Bello. Hello, Navy Captain. Hello, sir.
Oh?
Hello, sir. Yeah, yesterday on this program, we did talk about methodology being applied to, check insecurity in the country. And we had retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Mr. Wesi Inalego, talking to us from Freetown in Sierra Leone. And he did mention some, methods which, of course, to a large extent seem to be obsolete to Nigerians, and they are really getting bored with such, solutions, same solutions all the time. Now, let me ask you, sir, what other things do you think we can do differently, that we change the narrative of insecurity in Nigeria? That's number one question. And number two, you are in Kaduna, sir, where those kids were kidnapped. We would like you to tell us, what is the situation in Kaduna now as far as the jurisdiction of to know what exactly are your members doing. You have your members across all the local government, across all the villages. What exactly are they doing now to rescue those 300 plus school children, sir?
So, when these children were kidnapped, and the last group I saw the kidnappers at one, one of them got killed. He was killed. No pension, no gratuity, not even.
Hello, sir.
Bandits moved in that area without anybody noticing them. Something is wrong.
Located here in Abuja. For you to be part of this conversation, you can as well get across to us by calling us on 09032229797. The number again is 09032229797. Please, when we do call, let's refrain from abusive language.
It's almost like, a sequel or a follow-up. It's just like the jailbreak issues that we're having in this country. You have jailbreak here, you have jailbreak there. Until someone was saying that, why not use 2-3 examples to be able to forestall the next occurrence? So, there's always enough time between one of this kind of, situation possible. What time did it take place? What were the roots of the movement? How come they were completely out of sight? In any case, how come there were schools in those kind of places? What happened? Were they not checked? It's almost like science fiction. The idea that you can just go to a place, pack this number of people in their numbers, and then you move. The Navy captain was talking about the source of fueling and all that, because it's a large-scale operation. It's a factory-size operation.
Hello? The network is horrible here. We may have to try to get across to Navy captain once again. Now, Mr. Emmanuel Bello, now we're going to narrow down our questions now to Taraba State because of the peculiarity of Taraba State and some of its physical features. Before the advent of Governor Kefa's administration, Taraba has had enough of insecurity.
Your problem is money. In Nigeria, anywhere you see crime being committed, check, you find money is involved.
Okay.
Yes. And to unravel this military, there is need for government to always check how security votes are being spent. Because if you check our budget, we spend a lot of money on security, but you are not still resolved. How security votes are spent.
Okay, thank you, sir. You may have to hold on for us because we're still coming back to you for you to provide solutions to most of these nasty insecurity situations we are having. So back to you, Mr. Emmanuel Bello. We're talking about the effort of His Excellency since he assumed duties in Taraba State. Taraba has had its fear of insecurity. So what has been his effort to make sure that people sleep with their two eyes closed?
Well, what the governor did was to actually ensure that we put his foot on the ground and ensure that he rallied around all the security chief, all the security agencies, and also in collaboration with the traditional leadership and institution of the state. And he continuously said, look, security is a joint effort of both the citizen and those in leadership. He talks about the fact that, look, there must be buy-in, and then people will see something, they have to say something. He tells that, he says it so clearly. He said, look, these criminals live amongst you. You know them. You know a stranger there of war. So what the governor has been doing in the last 8 or 9 months is to harness all of that, working with various agencies. And of course, you can't take away the issue of funding. Security is a very, but Navy Captain just spoke about the security votes. His Excellency is really deploying that effectively into protecting the lives and property of the Tarawa people.
Let's talk.
By being very prudent in how these security votes are spent, because he believes strongly that he must take responsibility at the end of the day for the security and the
let me quickly ask, we've seen a couple of states establishing their local vigilante, trying to bring security, down to the grassroots, to be supportive of the conventional police, the general security personnel we have. As a governor, thinking the physical configuration of Taraba State, of course, makes it a state that borders 1 or 2 countries, and we have this Amazonian threat. I think that must be onslaught from the neighboring country. Cameroon is a major insecurity that these threats are taken care of.
What the governor did was to emphasize on a stronger border, where we are making our borders stronger in the sense that we are collaborating with the boundary commission to ensure that it's not just about boundary demarcations, to ensure that these boundaries that link us, because we're linked not only to these neighboring countries you're talking about, but to other states, and we have very large links and borders with them that some in the past have actually been porous. So what this governor has done was take decisive action, serious surveillance along it to ensure that we don't have an influx of both the attackers and even people fleeing from from these attacks, who also actually sometimes constitute a problem, and they're in serious security risk to us. So it takes serious work, and the governor is giving it his best. You know, Governor Kefas is a retired colonel, lieutenant colonel, and has been a soldier. So this is his forte. This is an area that he has a lot of, and even then, even in the military, he was an intelligence officer. So intelligence cadre is still at the heart of many of these. The idea of nipping some of these things in the bud, the idea of working very closely with local authorities, not neglect the issue of funding. You have to give it, just like
I was coming to that.
He was saying that people should start asking brand to be able to do the kind of work they're doing. He's also supporting local government chairmen, with all sort of equipment and vehicular movement, because you have to do a lot of that. So that is the serious.
Lastly, I've been to Taraba State several occasions, and I've seen how the state borders, specifically Cameroon, and this brings us to the issue of influx of Cameroonians into Taraba State. They take leisure in doing that in and out of Taraba, and you could hardly differentiate between this border crisscrossing and what have you.
Well, the first thing, like I said, is to have stronger border patrols and border control, and ensure that the borders are not as porous as they used to be. And with proper surveillance, like this governor is doing now, working very closely with the agency, our immigration departments, working with the immigration people. With that is being checked. We're just like any other state that is bordering, a country around you. You have those kind of influx. But what you should do is to check it. What you should do is you take some serious measure.
Yeah, what we do is to check it. That's very we're going to end the Taraba topic on that note. But let me quickly rush back to Navy.
To monitor the money spent on security. The security operatives are just not